Believe if you're in a relationship, it should go both ways. It should okay to open up, like, babe, I just put my foot outside. Like, you have someone for real, they're not gonna say anything, and I think that's wrong. And then in the end, they blame the woman, like the woman this, the woman that. But the truth is, they're selfish sometimes.
And that's so true. Men, I want you to understand this. You know me respect on it, but the truth is just the truth. Most of the men don't pay attention to the woman in the household. Don't pay attention because a lot of times your females is hurting.
They don't know. Yes. Wow.
Men don't understand this. It's not always about money. It's not always. A lot of times your woman in the relationship, she's so tired. She may have a long day. She might go into stress at work. The kids might giving her so much stress. She need a day off. But men don't pay attention to these things.
That's true.
But when a woman...
Hey, welcome to the Flashpoint Radio. We are live from the Cayman Islands, reaching people all over the world. I'm your host, Yasheika Cummings, brings to you Real Talk, the show that gives people a safe space to talk about real life experiences and overcoming traumas. Yes, I just said it. Overcoming traumas. I want to leave something with you this evening. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Let that soak in. Tonight we're going to have an amazing show because we are talking about relationship, and we have a super special guest with us tonight in studio here at Flashpoint Radio. But we are going to take a break, and when we come back, then we will bring on our amazing guest. So I'll give you time to go get your water, your coffee, your tea, whatever you need for your comfort, because you don't want to leave this conversation tonight. Welcome back to Real Talk with your host, Yasheika Cummings. And at this time, we are going to, bring on our amazing guest. He is no stranger to Real Talk, but now we have the moment to be in studio together, and we are vibing over here where we keep it real on Real Talk. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let me introduce to you our guest for tonight, Mr. Dream, and I'm gonna allow him to tell you more about him. Listen, this man have the social media lock. When he come on to talk about relationship, is no joke. And what I love about him, he don't take side. He's gonna tell the woman when they're wrong, and he's gonna tell the man when they are wrong. Yes, so I'm gonna allow him now to introduce himself more to you guys. Welcome, Mr. Dream.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Cummings, for having me. Flashpoint Media. Thank you so much, guys. I just want to say, who doesn't know me as yet, I'm a counselor and also a motivational speaker. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, DreamChaser07. And I just want everyone to know that, listen, you can overcome any trauma that you're going through. And I'm here. As you know, I'm always here. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Wow, listen, it's no joke. I tell you, this man have the media lock. He's well loved over there. So we are gonna dive into our topic. Our topic is about relationships. So listen, get your book and your pen if you have to, because we are gonna drop some gems over here. So I'm gonna allow Mr. Dream to, tell us what we're talking about specific in relationship tonight.
So one of the number one key thing I want to touch tonight is very important. This is toxic ways and toxic behaviors in a relationship. This is something that's going on so much in a relationship.
Oh, yes.
And I know a lot of viewers and listeners out there, get your book and your pencil. It's time to talk.
Oh, wow. Listen, funny enough, we're talking about this topic. Few weeks ago, I have a lot of people reaching out to me. They're going through a lot in their relationship. And to be honest, I don't know what to tell them. I can't tell them it all. So that is why we have you here tonight. Listen, the professional, Mr. Dream. So I just want you to explain to our listeners, our viewers, different signs where, it's toxic, and also we're going to speak on when you see these signs, it's okay to leave the relationship. And I don't want you to say that, oh, I will never get better. That's a lie from the devil. Take it from me here on Real Talk at Flashpoint Radio. Go on Mr. Dream and tell them about the different signs and stuff that.
Okay, so signs in relationship, toxic ways of relationship. This is based on behaviors, how the person's treating you. The key thing is how a person treats you. That's exactly how they feels about you. So if you're in a relationship with someone and they're not treating you right, it simply means they're not feeling you. They're not feeling the relationship. Don't be scared of leaving a relationship. Don't scared of starting over. I'm gonna advise each and every one tonight. If you're seeing these toxic behaviors in a relationship, toxic ways, example, the person keep on ignoring you. The person showing you signs in like they not paying you attention, keep on arguing with you, keep on we use a correct term. They keep on discouraging you, don't believe in you, picking arguments. These are signs of toxic behaviors.
But what I want to stop you there. I have a question. So, can it be where the other partner is the one contribute to for them to act up certain way and behave certain way in the relationship?
It can work that way, but if you're in a relation with someone, for example, you're in a relationship with a male, right? And the male is showing you signs that he's not interested in you. A lot of females say, oh, I'm lose interest. The thing is, a man on a whole, if he doesn't want you, he's gonna show you he doesn't want you. He's not gonna hide it.
But they have a saying that, man don't fully show their emotions and how they're not lovey-dovey. So...
And I would say that's a myth. A man that truly loves a woman is going to show her how he loves her.
You hear, ladies? So when the man are telling her, but them not show, they're tricking you guys. That's a sign.
Exactly. And especially lies. When you're constantly telling your females lies, I want each and every man to know this. The more lies you tell a female is the more she's drifting from the relationship.
That's true.
And women on whole, when a woman lose interest in you, that's something to her to gain back because she lose trust in you. A lot of men complain and saying that when a woman step out of the relationship, she's cheating, she finds somebody else. But that's not true. When a woman leaves a relationship, 95% of the time, it's because she's just tired.
Wow.
She's just tired for giving the man over and over.
I believe that.
Her cup get full. And she doesn't feel like she have enough.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of men complain a woman change. But the truth is, you caused it. If you weren't behaving the way you're behaving, then she wouldn't change. And that's the truth.
That's true. That's true. And you know what I really want to touch on? I'm so glad for this topic tonight on relationship. I want to touch on the part where it becomes physical abuse. Because, a lot of, female in relationships say, oh, he loves me. That is why he mistreat me, beat me and stuff like that. I just want you to, somebody listening and that is your mindset. I just want you to speak into that mind tonight.
Okay, so for the person out there, let me tell you something. A man that loves you not going to beat you, he'll treat you. That's not a sign of love. If a man is putting his hands on you, that shows that it's very toxic. It's a nasty behavior. A man that is so controlling, he want to try everything to make you listen to him. I'm going to say to every females out there, you have a mind of your own. And in a relationship, you have a saying. Don't allow no man to keep you down and to look down on you. A lot of females are in relationship, not paying attention to these signs. Men on a whole, if a man does not respect you, it's going to show you exactly how he feels.
Yes, that's true. I believe that so much. And I'm listening to you and I heard, speaking a lot about the females. So I wanted to touch a little on the man's side, like, because you have some troublesome women too, I'm not going to blame the men's only tonight because we keep it real here on Real Talk.
That's true. But the thing that most females don't understand, men do not talk. Because men think that they're weak if they talk. And most females need to understand this. Men need space. That's how men think. If a man doesn't feel comfortable opening up to you, it's because it doesn't feel comfortable. Don't force him. If a man loves you and feel comfortable, it's gonna open up to you. It's gonna talk. Females always argue about this, but you have to understand, most men just don't like to talk.
I heard you said that men love their space. Can you shine some more light on that? Is it that they need to take a trip and go away, leave their woman for 2 weeks and so?
No,
Oh.
no.
I'm just
First,
checking.
let me
Because
be-
I'll tell you, man wouldn't get no space.
Let me tell you. You see, men always find the bathroom. This is so true. Men find the bathroom to be comfort zone. Man find them car. Man find a small space. Some men just like somewhere you can think, and most women don't like when a man give her no attention. But
That's true.
females should understand this. Sometimes men going through depression, going through trauma, you have to understand this. Men work so hard. And when he comes home, he need to come home to a quiet home. And sometimes you female think that he's avoiding you. No, he's just have so much on his mind. What you can do is give him some space, or you can check in with him. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Are the bills, you're worrying about anything? Because 99.1% men do worry about the bills in the house. It doesn't talk.
Wow. But I heard you said, they go through a lot and they don't want to talk and stuff. You don't think that, their partner should be their comfort place where, they open and share certain stuff? I mean, if they're keeping it to themselves and hurting themselves, it's on them.
Well, that's true. But the truth is, if a man doesn't feel comfortable talking to you, he will never open up to talk
So
to you.
why is he stay in that relationship if he's not comfortable to open up?
That's the sign. That will show if a man really wants you or not.
Oh, because I believe if you are in a relationship, it should go both ways. It should okay to open up, like, babe, I just put my foot outside. Like, you have someone for real, they're not gonna say anything, and I think that's wrong. And then in the end, they blame the woman, like the woman this, the woman that. But the truth is, they're selfish sometimes.
And that's so true. Men, I want you to understand this. You know my respect or not, but the truth is just the truth. Most of the men don't pay attention to the woman in the household. Don't pay attention. Because a lot of times, your females is hurting. And they don't,
Don't
even
know. Yes. Wow.
Men don't understand this. It's not always about money. It's not always. A lot of times your woman in the relationship, she's so tired. She may have a long day. She might go into stress at work. The kids might giving her so much stress. She need a day off. But men don't pay attention to these things.
That's true.
But when a woman is
I
drained,
heard a lot about that. Yeah.
yeah. But when a woman is drained and she feel tired and she start giving you that sign, then you're gonna say a man she have. And a man she have, she just really tired. And because you not pay attention, guess what? She think you don't care.
Yeah. Wow. Listen. Tonight is amazing. I open a listening, open a listening. Man, pay attention to the woman. Woman, be nice to your partner. We are gonna take a short break, and when we come back, we have a little spicy up. We have somebody coming to, I don't know if it's spicy, but they're coming to share a little bit of their story, what they're going through in their relationship, as we're on the topic tonight, relationship. We will be right back.
Take it from me, Laska food drink is the best nutrition for the whole family. It provides protein, which keeps us healthy, and the calcium, great for building strong bones and teeth. Laska food drink has vitamins A and C, which helps to prevent illnesses. I think that's what they call protecting the immune system. I'm never short on energy since it's fortified with iron. Nutrition never tasted so good.
Lasco food drink. Good, healthy, fun!
Lasco food drink.
when you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Welcome to Real Talk. It's a safe space where you talk about real life experiences and overcoming traumas. Listen, this is all over the world. You don't want to not be a part of it. Get your water, your coffee, your tea, and just ready up at 7:30 every Monday night here on Flashpoint. Welcome back with your girl Yasheika, of course, and we have an amazing gentleman in the studio with us tonight, Mr. Dream. And of course, our topic is about relationship. Yes, relationship. I don't know about you, but I love relationship. Let me tell you. So I'm taking notes as well. Yeah. So Mr. Dream, let's get back, to our chat. Like, what I want to ask, because in the Bible it said that woman must submit, and I just want to ask you, because a lot of men, they take submit differently. They think that they should bully you, control you. I just want you to shine some light on that for who thinking that submission mean bully, run things, and make the woman feel less than herself.
So listen, I want my viewers, listeners, everyone to know this. Listen, when the Bible says a woman should submit, it doesn't mean to control a woman. And this is what most of these toxic men do. They try to put their hands on these females to make her listen to him. But listen this, no man that put his hands on you doesn't respect you. Submit to a man, it means you should respect him. You should be stand by him. It doesn't mean that you should sit in a toxic environment, a toxic relationship, and get ill-treated. Abuse is wrong.
Mr. Dream, I'm gonna share a little bit, because I'm guilty. Few years ago, when I was in relationship with my baby daddy, I'm being honest with you, because Real Talk based off of my real story. And to be honest, if him not lick me, I think him not love me. So I was at that place where, and we're out of it now. I'm like, I was so fool. I was so stupid. Like, if we're together in the room and if him not shout at me, I wonder what go on. Like, I'm waiting for these, kind of stuff. And I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I come to my real senses and know that, listen, these things are not like, you should not be going through these things, ladies. I can tell you, as I said, I was once in a, so if you're going through it now, we're just shining some light. Stop, leave it, walk away. Because as a person who was in it, I can tell you, like, out of it, it's better, it's nice over here, girl. So Mr. Dream, I want you to if you have anything that you want to share with relationship differently from what I would ask you.
Okay, so I want to answer your question. Listen, so I know at that point of time you feel like you're a fool, you're stupid, but no, you were just in love. You're the one that looking for the good in toxic person. Yes, you were actually looking for the good in someone that
somebody
is toxic.
Love him and I love myself then.
Exactly.
Oh.
Sorry to put it that way, but that's the truth. Sometime in relationship we do lose ourselves loving someone doesn't love us. That's the truth. We are the one forcing the relationship. They doesn't want us. And that's what happened. You have to.
Okay, well, what's going on? We need these calls. Hello, caller. Thank you for making it at Real Talk. Hello.
Yeah, good night. It's an
Good
honor. Yeah.
good night, good night.
Yeah. Blessings to the radio world, you know?
Blessings.
Yeah, man. So it goes to the part that still, you wanna say about the relationship, you know, but a part of me, I go say, you wanna hold the man, them alone tactically, the rushing part, they still, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Trouble, Mr.
Right.
Dream. Go ahead, caller.
I, one night time, me have a girl scene, but she the approved school scene, and I hear, she not to see me, and at a point where she get released and thing though. And she live like a Kingston and me live a distance somewhere, you know. So we end up arrange a thing that she can roll. She roll come over now and thing. Now when she roll on my block now, like my bridging them come and I knock my door and I call me and me jump up now and fight bed to go answer that. You know, say a bar, she bar me and make me know say don't answer. Yeah man. I'm say alright. What do you mean by don't? I don't know where them what them at knock her call go. I mean even make a next move try. Come off I beg for move and she get up and start a block me and turn up in front the door and thing and we have say moms go as far as go for a bucket of water because there's a tile floor. I mean I'm socks and she dash the water on the floor that's me can't walk. So you know I know only the man them alone aggressive I mean the whole my cool see. Yeah man. Ultimately do I just flash her out of the way and try to head outside car. Yeah so I say I know only the man them alone more I'll be a person where rush the girl but girl them as well. Them want them time, them demands it, you know.
I'm gonna let Mr. Dream, talk to you on that.
Pleasant good night, caller. Pleasant good night. So,
Yeah,
I
yes,
listen to your
blessings.
story. I'm going to ask you one question. So, you think that what she did was very toxic?
No, that I reason still for them me for put it there still, you know.
Okay, I'm going to say this to you, bro. When you're with a female and you're in bed with a female, you're supposed to spend time with her. You're not supposed to get up and even go hang out with friend, and she can save you from danger. Because if your friends, so-called friends, that's outside calling you, you don't know what is out there waiting for you. Sometimes we as men, sometimes we cling to a bridge in them too much. When a woman time is just a woman time, spend time with her. Then when the woman start complaining and then she start change upon you, then you start blame her now such a fine man. And the truth is because of the way you behave, things you constantly say. So these are things, are signs that we as men need to adjust. Spend time with the woman. Your woman.
Spend
That's a true,
time. You
man.
hear that, caller? Spend time. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for calling in tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you. But probably the girl think him, can swim and love to swim or something why she use the water. Why she never use something else?
Well, all I can say he's lucky because some female will just pack her bag and just leave.
Oh yeah.
Because
that's
one thing
true.
for sure, you can't wait in a bed with someone.
Yeah, I'm not
like,
with that. Yeah.
no, respect you.
Yeah, I'm not
Respect.
with that.
And guess what? If you don't respect your woman, how can she respect you? That's it. How can a woman respect you if you don't show her respect? That's simple as that.
He's lucky she stayed there and toe to toe with him. I would have left.
I mean,
As he go, I go right behind.
I'm gonna put some icing on the cake. Do you know that most of these men out there, they will tell you about females they don't like. Example, female that wear short shirts, short skirt, woman with tights, looking at exposing. They're gonna tell you females that listen, I don't attract it, I don't like them. You know why the truth? The truth is, these are the same female they're cheating on you guys with. These are the same females that in their DM. And truth to be told is, some of these men just very lie. They're very lie. And I can talk the truth. This is real talk.
Yes.
So I can say the truth, right? Most of these men are so lie, they can't even see the lie they're telling.
That's true. We're gonna continue on that. We have another caller. I love tonight. The phone is blowing up. Hello, caller. Thank you for calling Real Talk. caller.
Hello?
Hi, good night. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
I just want to I just want to I just want to share my situation about my husband.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening.
Yes, my husband lived for about 7 years because at that time we were in about 7 years marriage. We lived together and I didn't have any kind of problem with him and he just leave just like that from he find a friend. One day I was home and I see him coming with a friend and he come in with his friend till he began to invite the friend for dinner. But each time the friend come around me, I have a feelings. I get a feelings that I don't really like. So I go to my husband and I tell him that I don't really like when him friend is around because I'm not getting a good feeling. So he said to me that he's his friend and I must leave him friend alone because he's the only friend that he have. And shortly after that, he began to just malfunction. Everything just get bad because he began to go back to his friend house. He visit his friend house and eat, and him just begin to malfunction. The first thing he look at me and says to me, I don't want any more food to eat from you. I don't want you cook any more food and give me. And him serious, he never eat another plate of dinner from me just like that. He began to curse me. Good husband at home used to behave well, take care of me and everything. He began to curse me and he began to tell me some indecent language and he began to curse my private part on the street. On the street, he do these things. Curse my private area on the street. Since he began to have that young man for his friend. One day I leave fasting, and when I leave fasting, I went home and my 7 years old granddaughter, she gave me a note. And when she gave me a note, he said the little child said that my husband said to give it to me. So when I went to my husband, I said to him, what is this? He says to me, you're lucky I say anything to you. I should even say anything to you and just love you. When I realize he go to the doctor and he go out there and he catch some kind of infection, gonorrhea thing, and he pass it on to me.
Wow.
And right down at his gate where I go to him, he just begin to curse me and behave real bad.
Wow.
Out of the blues, things like that just happen just like that. Just the friend that come there, he begin to malfunction just like that. And even now, since it happened, 7 years ago and at 8 years now, and he's still with his friend.
Wow.
At a certain point when it's like he leaves, because he wouldn't pick his call or anything from me. I call him phone, no answer. If him even see me on the street, he walk very far from me. So it's like I end up move from the community and I move from the community and go somewhere else, go live.
Wow.
So when you realize it's like one day I was home and I just feel led to call his phone. And when I call his phone, he answer. At that time, I don't live in the community anymore. I did move away. So he come and visit me, and we try to get back together. And while we try to get back together, it's like he has no feelings at all for me. If he even leave and go home back, and he get like say an erection to come by me, as you reach where I'm at, everything just die right there. And then he stopped talking to me again. He's not talking to me. Right now, him and his friend is together right now. Everywhere you see him, you see the friend. That somebody come to me one day and says to me, the relation that you and your husband supposed to have, friend of that relationship. They call it. And I noticed at that time when the friend used to come to him, it's like they begin to chant and say, nothing, nothing, nothing cannot come between our friendship and stuff like that. No one, nothing can
Caller,
come between
caller, I want to ask you
our
something. I'm
friendship.
so sorry.
And that's how it is. Till now, almost 8 years. And plus there was 7 years of living together before.
Oh,
And now
caller,
we
can I
pull
beg
up
you
for
1 second,
almost
please?
8 years.
Caller.
Speaking.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say, I hope you can hear me, or a friend of her can let her hear what I'm saying. Listen, some relationship, you just got to leave where it at. Not every relationship was meant to last. I know the kids are involved, but guess what? You got to choose you. Not every relationship was meant to last. Some people come into your life for some reason, some come for a learning lesson. People need to understand this. You cannot put yourself in an uncomfortable situation to please somebody else and call it love. That is not love. Not because someone tell you them love you, you know really mean them love you. Them just love the idea of you. Them love how you can do things for them. These are things that people need to pay attention. A lot of users out there. Don't get used. Everyone listen to me. Pay clean attention, because a lot of people out there, they are players, they are gamers. They will come around just to use you. Please.
Well, Carla, I just want to ask a question. I mean, I heard the story, and I'm a bit shocked. But I just want to ask you, are you still waiting on that relationship to come back together?
No, I'm not waiting on that relationship to come back. Actually, I don't need to be in that relationship anymore. I
Congratulations.
finished with that relationship.
Wow. Wow. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much for calling tonight here on Real Talk. I mean, your story, somebody else out there may be going through the same thing and stuff, and I'm just gonna allow Mr. Dream, the professional, to give you some words of advice, and thank you so much for calling.
Okay, so callers, listeners, everyone, I want you to listen cleanly what I'm saying. Relationship is teamwork. You can't say you want to build something with someone and you're the one that doing so much for the relationship. If the person is not helping, not showing no effort, guess what? That's not a relationship. And a lot of men don't understand it. If you're treating a woman like showing her you don't care, then guess what? She's gonna believe you don't care. When a woman sees signs like these, that she step back, she drift from the relationship. Because one thing for sure is that once a woman pick up signs, once a woman see that signs of saying this person don't interested, listen, she gonna step back. Every good woman gonna step back, and that's the truth.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, caller, and we hope you stay connected, to the Flashpoints radio and here on Real Talk. Thank you so much. Wow. Ladies go through a lot out there.
And you know something that's a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of persons are victim of rape. Females, a lot.
Wow.
Yes, a lot of females going through these things. And I want men to understand this. If a woman doesn't give you sex without your will, that is rape. And some of you men need to understand this. When you're in a relationship with a woman, it's a teamwork. You can't watch her doing everything. We see women like every day growing up. She wash, she cook, she clean. She take care of the kids. She go to work, come from work so tired, and she still find time to give her husband or her man loving.
Wow.
And men still don't appreciate that.
And I'm happy you come up with that. We're gonna touch on a conversation later from now. I'm just gonna take another caller. I said I love tonight. The phone is blowing up. Hello, caller. Thank you so much for calling Real Talk. Hello, caller, are you there? Wonder if we lost this one. Hello, caller. She coming with something good, you know. You know, anytime they're coming with something good, you know, the phone acts up. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi, good night. Thank you for making it to Real Talk.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're here and go ahead.
Yeah, Yasheika, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So, I may not listen to your program every night, but when I do listen, I want to put my advice out there. Hello, Mr. DreamChaser.
Pleasant good night, Queen.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. I'm so grateful to be here. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So the topic of relationship. What people have to realize nowadays is relationship is not like back in our parents' days. I'm 41, so I'm just exaggerating where age is concerned. Nowadays, people are yearning for something that doesn't exist. A lot of person be yearning for stuff that doesn't exist. And not only that, people have to identify narcissistic behaviors where control is concerned, where a relationship is concerned. Most of us are not in relationship. We are in a narcissistic relationship with somebody else, and it's not something that just stem on our current relationship. This is something that passed on. Now we have gotten old enough where we can identify it. Females or males out there need to differentiate a narcissistic person than a person who they're in relationship with.
That's so true.
Yeah. Wow.
But things and time do change,
You're hearing me, guys?
Yes,
Yeah, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
Caller, you can go ahead.
Oops. We lost that caller. We lost that caller. So we're just gonna get back to our conversation. What I said that I need to speak on. You're in a relationship. Both partners work, the man and the woman. But for me, and that's just me, I'm not talking for anybody else. I believe if both of us work, we both should share the housework and stuff. But a lot of males say no, they won't do that because a woman works. So I want to ask you as a male,
listen, if you're a man in the house and you're not getting up and do something around the house, you're a lazy, boring man. And no woman likes a lazy, boring man. That's so unattractive. You're supposed to can get up and it's teamwork. If she's cooking, you can help wash. And most men are so scared nowadays. What is wrong if to look out for your woman's best interests? What's wrong with that?
Wow. Well, a lot of them, woman think that. Okay, we have a caller. Let me just take this caller. Hello, caller. Thank you for making it Real Talk.
I'm hardly hearing you, Yasheika. I'm hearing you from a distance.
Are you hearing me now?
But the call just dropped a couple minutes ago.
Okay, so it's the same caller we have back. Okay, go ahead. I thank you so much for calling back. Are you hearing?
I'm hardly hearing you. You're at a far distance.
Okay, all right. Go ahead with what you're saying. We're listening and.
Yeah, as I was saying before, most of us are not in relationship. It's a narcissistic environment we get trapped in, and we think it's love. Every time we walk away, just now I'm listening to that caller, she is giving too much access to that man. Sometimes you have to cut down access. You have to know boundaries. If you're in a relationship and a man or a woman doesn't respect your boundary, they are a narcissistic person. When they are very discouraging, they can't, nothing what you do that is projecting settles well with them. That's not a relationship. It's like you're in a competition right there. And that's where people have to differentiate. What am I in? Am I in a relationship or am involved with a narcissistic person? And once they can differentiate that, then you will differentiate all of the red flags. All of the red flags. It took me a while to differentiate my red flag, but I can identify them because of counseling.
And the thing is too,
And I want, whether male or female listening, you guys have to know when to identify red flags when it comes on to certain things. And with females, we have a gut feeling. Majority of the time, our gut feeling is never wrong.
Yes, you're so right. You're so right about that. I'm gonna, let Mr. Dream, the professional, speak to you on, what you're saying. And thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Okay.
all right, the thing is, you see, past trauma, it have a lot to do with relationship. Crumbles enough relationship.
Yes.
Because guess what? And people don't understand this, and I want everyone to listen cleanly. A past trauma, when someone come to you and tell you exactly things that they have been through, it's an example of telling you not to do. So you can keep on doing stuff that's going to remind someone of their past trauma. And this is something that most females are affected in a relationship.
Yes.
They tell a man like, hey, I've been through this. And he's going to constantly doing the same thing. You are reminding her of her past trauma. So guess what? She's going to drift. She's going to step aside. Because a lot of men do not understand this. Women don't just get up and leave a man overnight. No woman are going to say good and run from it. None. But men are so, most of these men are so light. Whenever a woman decide to leave, you know what they say? She find man and he spend bare rumors just to look bad. Then later down, he say, oh, so I'm sorry so I lose a good woman.
Yeah.
If men just follow my mind. But guess what? You had a good woman. And guess what? Someone gets more chance. So many chances.
And I think because of the chances, they continue to do the same thing over and over. They'll never stop. So I encourage, anyone who's going through a lot and keep on giving chance. I think you have to know when to leave, when to walk away, because giving chance over and over, you're only hurting yourself because the stuff will repeat itself.
That's so true. Because guess what? You keep on telling someone not to hurt you and they're constantly hurting you, and you keep on upholding with it, they won't stop.
Yeah.
A cheater will always be a cheater. I can tell you that.
So you don't believe if somebody used to cheat, they can stop and don't do it anymore?
People can change. People can change. Because guess what? Once God is in the midst of everything, everything is happening. And before we even go further, I want people to understand, God is love. Because enough people don't even know what love is. Enough people don't understand what love is.
That's true.
Self-love is so beautiful.
Very.
When you find your own peace of mind, it's like you're always glowing.
And I believe that too. Sometimes both male and female, they will set their standard high, what they want. But the truth is, they need working on. And I believe you have to work on yourself, fix yourself first to attract what you really deserve.
You have a saying. You can't say you want somebody good if you're not a good person. So you can't say you want a good woman, you want a good man, and you're not a good person. It doesn't make sense. I want everyone to understand this. Sometime in relationship, check yourself. Make sure that you're doing what is needed to have a good relationship. No one is perfect. No one. But you have to check yourself. And a lot of male complain every single day. I made a man a relationship. I made a man. Woman a be too masculine. But the truth is, if you're not behaving like the man, guess what? She have to take up the man.
But you know another thing, Mr. Dream? A lot of men, when they're looking a female they approach them like this. Oh, I want an independent woman, a strong woman. But when they get into the relationship, there's a problem. Like, you're acting like you are the man. You're acting like you. There's an issue. So I mean, they're asking for something that they don't really want. Because I mean, and then another thing I want to touch on as well, as you know, we're talking about submission. If you are not a good leader as a male, there's no way the female could submit. I mean, female that has sense. Because how am I going to submit to you and I don't see you doing anything as a leader?
Exactly. But you know, the truth is, I'm going to let out the secret. I think the cat's out the bag. Real talk. It's real talk. Do you know why most men talk to they want an independent woman? They don't want to spend.
They don't. I think so too. I think so too.
Because guess what?
They want help with living comfortable and happy, but they don't want to do it alone.
And guess what? These are the mean men that think their woman don't deserve money.
Yeah.
You can't live with a woman and don't give her money.
Wow.
Like, how can you have a woman live with and hide money from her? You're supposed to make your woman feel comfortable. You're not supposed to make your woman come to you and ask you for money.
Listen,
you're a man.
Mr. Dream, we have another caller. Let me tell you, the phone line. I love it. I love it. Hello, caller. Thank you for calling in at Real Talk.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, this is amazing.
That's not me.
Good night. Good night. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, caller, are you hearing us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you. And how are you?
I'm giving thanks.
Amazing.
I have to say something straight up.
Go ahead.
You guys talking about relationship. It's not one-sided. Everything I've heard so far, man did this, man did that, man. It don't work that way. A relationship is take two people. Two.
Caller, were you listening from the start?
Men go through trauma just like women. Men have issues just like women. All I'm hearing right now is women having issues on what man is doing. Sometimes men have the same problems and women don't listen. It takes two to dance.
That's true.
People need to understand that men have problems too. And when we speak to a woman, she needs to listen. The Bible says a help mate. A help mate means you listen and support your man as long as it's in the protection of God's path. And a relationship only works when you put God first. The moment a relationship goes sideways, it's simply because we're not putting Father God first. When we start doing that, relationship will never sink. Relationship only sink when we get selfish and start to think about ourselves. We need to cut that out. So when you say relationship work meant to last, I don't agree with that, none at all. That only happens when you stop focus on God. When you focus on yourself, that's when your relationship goes to hell, because that's where it's going. Put God first in everything, and everything will be added to you. That's a long point. The other one is, when a man come home, he needs a safe space. Like we have Real Talk, we can say anything. He needs a safe space. He's out there grinding. He doesn't need to come home to the argument, to no rough stuff. He needs to come home and can put on his armor at the door and come home to a loving wife or loving girlfriend, whatever it is. A safe space for him. Although she must have a safe space at home also. Sit down, not just listen to each other, talk to each other, but understand each other. Pray together. These things we need to do to get our relationship firm, because anything else is on sandy ground. And all this starts from speaking positively in your spouse's life. We don't do this anymore. I heard somebody come on and say, relationship is not, they need to, what the lady was saying, I don't even remember. The way I have so many things that was making me upset when I hear people talking like this. Because nobody is talking about God. And God needs to be in everything. If you don't have your God in relationship, it makes no sense. You don't have nothing.
Caller, are you hearing me now? I want to ask you something. How long were you?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
How long were you listening?
Sorry?
How long were you listening to what we were saying?
From the moment you start the program, I was listening straight down.
Okay.
And I heard you mention that once, but I heard you mention some other points without God out there, which I don't not line up with the scripture and what you're saying.
Okay. Maybe you didn't hear me. Well, I'm gonna say what you're saying. You know what the
I can
problem?
hardly hear you. I need to speak up though.
Okay.
I can hardly hear you. My phone is booked. I can't hear you.
Okay. You hear me now, caller? You hear me clearly, please?
I can hear you. I'm trying, but go ahead.
Okay. So the problem is with most of us men in relationship, we don't like to talk, and that's the problem with us. And my advice to every man: talk what's on your mind. Tell someone what you're going through, because a lot of times men are in relationship, they're feeling depressed, they're feeling so stressed. But if you don't talk to your lady and let her know that, listen me, I'm going through this, when she keep on coming to you talking, then you're gonna think she's nagging.
I have your answer to that.
But what we men need to do is just talk how we feel.
Let me interject there for a second. A woman speaks to you. Women deal with things verbally, because they're emotional beings, so they will speak to you. A man deal with action. He can shouting at you without saying a word. We need to understand how man work. And when your spouse understands you, she will know what you're saying without you saying a word. It's the same thing. You can preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, but use words when necessary. That means how you live, preach the gospel. It's the same way a man is going to be like God. When his actions alone tell her exactly what he's feeling, he can come in the house and say morning or evening and knows nothing else. She knows he's upset about something.
And that's
if something is wrong, they can communicate.
And that's the
they
problem.
Will communicate.
That's the problem, caller. That's the caller. We as men need to talk our mind. People cannot read mind.
We'll speak when the time is right. No man have a problem, because you know that men are wired to solve their own problems. And some women don't accept when a man have a problem and come to her with it. But you know, man is supposed to deal with himself. So he feels small.
I'm sorry to say, caller, but that's incorrect. She cannot solve her own problem. That's incorrect.
We are wired that way to try. Operative word I said there. Try to solve our own problems.
No. Women are not wired to try to fix her own problem.
And his pride and his ego will stop him from going to some woman who will tell the woman his problem. And what happen to that? She's going to look down on him. Women does that. So what he tries to do is solve the problem on his own, which is wrong. Because no man is an island, no man stands alone. No, when you have a helpmate, your woman who's understanding and who will help you and support you, then you will start to speak out the problem to her. She's not going to look down on you, she's going to help you. So therefore it takes two, as I said initially, to dance. Now when you have an understanding woman, a woman that you can tell your problems to, who will not look down on you in any way or form, then and only then a man will speak to her. But if he feels that he's going to be belittled by speaking to his spouse, he will never talk to her. He will talk to somebody as a friend who would listen to him and then give him an advice and probably lead him astray.
And that's the truth. Then why don't you just be honest with yourself?
As I said initially, stop hammering the men and say, two people have to create the relationship, and the woman needs to also listen, because man also have problems, and all of us are human beings and will fail at times.
Caller, thank you so much for calling in with your opinion. And I mean, what you're saying, we understand everything. Thank you so much for making it here at Real Talk.
All right, sis.
Thank you so much. Listen, we appreciate our callers and we're learning. Yeah. We have another caller. Listen, tonight the phone is on fire. Let we take another caller. Listen, Mr. Dream, them come out tonight.
Yeah, them come out tonight.
Oh wow! But I everything that you're saying, I understand it. Yeah. But sometimes, even when we're trying to do it, you have some men, because we have different people. Some men, they will never see what you're doing and try to work with it, or they just stuck in their ways. We have another caller. Let we take another caller. Hello, caller. Thank you for making it at Real Talk.
Good evening.
Hi, good
Good day, good
evening.
day.
Thank you for
I love her
calling.
vibe.
DreamChaser, could I give you some money if I had it?
Much love, much love.
Let me tell you, you are a man. You are a man.
Thank you
Let
so
me
much.
tell you, you hit the nail so many times on the head. I don't know what to say now because all of what I was gonna say, you already said to the last caller. Ego is, and I hope, sorry, the people listening, I'm not calling a name, but men and ego. I noticed he was saying a woman have to listen to her man and that kind of talk. And when a man comes home, he needs to come and find his wife as his place of what about a woman? What about what she needs? What about what she requires? A man can't always be up in his feelings because he thinks he's supposed to be the head. I mean, or based on what the Bible has to say, about man being the head under Christ as the household.
Wow.
And so he comes in with his problem, but he must keep the problem to himself. And then his wife must try and figure it all out to try to be sheltering him or making sure he's catered to while he's up in his feelings. I mean, I can't agree with that.
That's true, Queen. That's so true. And he doesn't understand that controlling is different from submiss. He doesn't understand the two difference.
That is exactly it.
A
And when I
woman's-
heard your response to him, I said, wow. Wow. And we had,
He said some
we had a
really
similar show
positive
like
stuff,
this some time ago.
Um,
And it's as if, the man must come home to a nurturing wife. Yes, we are there. Well, I'm not a wife yet, but we are there to nurture and stuff.
But
But
the truth is, Queen.
if something is wrong, be vulnerable enough.
Carla,
Speak, let
you hear
us
me?
know what's going on.
But the thing is, you know what the problem is? A lot of these men complain so much about a woman is being too masculine, but they're not being the masculine man in the relationship. They are not doing it. They keep on going to road telling their friends their issue, then just man up. Talk what's on your mind. Your woman can't read your mind. And men should
That's it.
always know that.
So
Speak your mind.
DreamChaser, are you married?
Yes,
are you
I'm
married?
married.
Because
Yes, I'm married.
you sound like a
married.
good
Yes, I'm married. Big up, wifey.
man. I tell you, the good ones. But yes, it's true. We both in a relationship, both vulnerability should be a thing. It can't be that man no cry.
Men do cry, but you won't see.
I'm hearing something is breaking up, but
I'm saying
it can't be
men-
that. You have to let your wife in, let your partner in. And if you've had a bad day, come home sulky and whatever, tell her what's happening.
You have to compromise.
And
that's the thing.
know?
Compromise. That's the thing. But most men don't understand this. A woman will go through so much, have a long day at work, and she just come home and she just need someone to just cuddle with. She just need a feet rub. But most men are gonna just ignore her. You know how much that feel? Do you know how bad that feel?
Wow. Listen,
So that's it. I just wanted to share on the program and say that piece catch my attention, man, because I'm like, what? And he came on with one needs to listen to her, man, with all of that. I'm like, well, I start dialing the number because I'm like, huh? And then when I heard your response, I said, that's a real man right there. But some of what you're saying, I'm breaking up. So I was glad to share and to let thank you for saying what you said.
You're welcome.
And real talk. Big up on yourself.
Thank you for calling in.
Flashpoint.
Listen, Jeremy, we have to have a part 2 because guess what? We run out of time. But listen, tonight was amazing, man.
Oh my God.
Oh, we love it. It's another Real Talk, another Monday night, another 7:30 p.m. show here at the Flashpoint Radio. Listen, thank you so much for to stay connected, to be a part of us every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. and we can't wait for the next show. So listen, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a family. You see the vibes tonight. Catch you another time. Bye.
Let Flashpoint Media add a touch of magic to your special moments. Our professional audio services guarantee that your event is accompanied by the perfect sound, be it sweet melodies, heartfelt speeches, or the right beats to get your event going. Turn up the groove with Flashpoint Media's DJ services. From creating the perfect playlist for the event to keep the right energy, our DJs know how to read the room and ensure that the beat matches the vibes. Say goodbye to the dull moments and hello to an event that people will talk about for years to come. Why Flashpoint Media, you say? Expert podcast production, tailored audio services for events, dynamic DJ services with a diverse music library, unmatched quality and professionalism, your sonic signature every time. Have a message to share? Advertise with us. Don't just hear the difference. Feel the difference. Join the Flashpoint Media revolution and let us turn your audiovisual dreams into reality. Call us now at 345-927-7509 or visit us at Suite 14A, Plaza Venetia, Grand Cayman. Come ignite your journey with Flashpoint Media. Your heirs will finally thank you.